That's gunshots. That's gunshots. That's gunshots, man.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and thank you for all the support. It really means a lot. So today we are going to talk about an incident that happened in Australia quite recently. So on 13th April 2024, it was a normal Saturday at a shopping mall at Australia's Westfield Bondi shopping center. And as a normal Saturday, or as most of us are aware, on Saturdays, that's when normally the malls are buzzing with a lot of activities, a lot of people.
Yeah, that's gunshots. That's gunshots. That's gunshots, man.
Mom! Anna! Where are you running?
So what happened was that on that day, 40-year-old Joel Cauchy went to that mall to hang out. I guess nobody knows the reason why he went to that mall that day. Some people said they saw him in a sports jersey.
The man who killed 6 people at a shopping centre in Sydney has been named as 40-year-old Joel Cauchy. He
Was at the shopping mall at that time. He looked quite erratic, right? And then he left. He came back later, and when he did, it was a different situation altogether. He was holding a very long knife, which got people like kind of like trying to get out of his way, and he was still acting erratically with the knife. Nobody really knew what was happening. And then the worst started happening. This man, this 40-year-old man, started stabbing people. He started stabbing people. No provocation, no reason. Nobody knows what was wrong with him. He started stabbing people. Some people, it looked like he was targeting women. He was targeting women in particular. He ignored some people. So if you're not lucky, you're the one that he comes to. And unfortunately, in the process of this stabbing rendezvous that he was on, he ended up unaliving 6 people and injuring 12 people. Amongst the injured was a 9-month-old baby. Who in their right mind will try to stab or injure a 9-month-old baby? Unfortunately, that baby's mother could not make it. She was able to hand her baby over to some other people at the place and told them to watch her, to save her, to keep her safe. A mother. A mother. She was looking out for her child, even at that critical moment. She didn't want anything to happen to her child. So she found some strangers and handed the baby over to them and told them to keep her safe. Mother and child and daughter were taken to the hospital. Unfortunately, the mother couldn't make it. The child had to go a number of surgeries. And luckily, by God's grace, that child has been discharged from the hospital and I believe is doing well. As at the last time I did my research on this. So that then the question comes to mind, what could have pushed this 40-year-old man to do that? According to research, or according to my research on this story, or according to the news that came in, information that came in, they're saying that this guy suffered from a mental, disorder. He had a mental problem, which was diagnosed when he was 17 years old. According to his family, he stopped taking his mental health medication. Who failed this guy? Did he fail himself? Was the right checks not done? Who was supposed to ensure that this guy did not go off his medication? It's alleged that he suffered from schizophrenia. And if you've read about schizophrenia, that can be one of the worst mental health conditions or mental health illnesses. And then this guy suffering from this severe mental health condition decides not to take his medication And then who has to pay for the repercussions of him not taking his mental medication? Innocent people. Out of these 6 people that were unalived or that he brutally killed, 5 of them were women. And so it is believed that he was targeting women. According to his family, he probably targeted women because he wanted a girlfriend, but he was socially awkward. He didn't have a social life, and so he couldn't have a girlfriend, but he wanted one.
Bondi Knifeman's ex is shocked to find the true gentleman she used to date is a mass killer. She exclusively revealed that she barely recognized him and said, "It's hard to believe he has killed these innocent people." Another woman claims she stopped seeing Joel due to his odd behavior and said he had compulsions whilst they were dating. His father said he had a problem with women and couldn't get a girlfriend.
He wanted a girlfriend, and he's got no social skills.
Is that a reason to kill people? To kill innocent women who are just going about their normal days activities? This mother with her child who was spending quality, beautiful time with a 9-month-old baby. It's a sad situation. It's one of those strategies that just makes you feel like make it make sense. What is happening to us? What is happening to this world? What is happening? That will just, because malls are like, that's a normal place you go to just to hang out. If you need a dress, if you need whatever, we all know what happens at malls. Everybody goes to malls. And then imagine facing your worst nightmare at a mall filled with hundreds of people who are just going about their normal duties. Joel was fatally shot as well by a female security officer at the mall when he tried to attack her. He shot him fatally. So he also lost his life in the process. And the interesting thing that I read was that as this woman shot him, this police officer shot him, and he fell to the ground, she tried to perform CPR on him. She tried to save him. I don't know what your thoughts are on this. Just put them in the comment section. But this is one of those things that should never happen again. I don't know what they're going to do, more security is going to do going forward. Are we going to check people? Are we going to have like metal detectors or whatnot to check people at malls to ensure that they are not carrying anything dangerous, so that we can keep innocent people alive, innocent people who are just going about their normal duties? So the interesting thing that happened was that there was a lot of misinformation that was going around. Initially, they mentioned, or there were videos of the alleged killer, and they targeted a Muslim, said he was the killer. Turned out he wasn't the killer. Apparently, he even sued the media house that mentioned him as the killer, or that used a photo of him. There was this popular photo all over social media that said, "Oh, that's the killer." And this guy was a Muslim. Of course, easy target, right? But then he came out, he even sued, and then sued them for defamation, and then they apologized. Later on, apparently, some guy from a Jew was also targeted as being the suspect. It also turned out that that wasn't the truth. But this guy was a regular Aussie, Joel Cauchy, who did this atrocity, who took the lives of loved ones, mothers, sisters, daughters, who snatched their lives away so prematurely just because of whatnot. We don't know. We can never understand. He's not here to answer. He's not here to tell us why he did what he did. But now we have to lie. Families would have to move on with their lives, would have to suffer this pain for years and years, would have to ask questions that may never be answered. And all we can wish right now is that, and hope is that, the right measures are put in place so that this never happens again. and that these families at least will have some closure, and that this little girl will one day find out what a loving mother she had, who fought right till the end to ensure that she lived to grow up, to go to school, to go to university, to get married, to have her own children. That her mother did that for her, sacrificed her life to protect her, to make sure that she was safe. And all I can say that may the lost souls, may their souls rest peacefully, peacefully. It is a sad, sad situation, and one we pray will never ever happen again. Thank you for watching.